This is Topsail Island, North Carolina, in our quest to find the ultimate East Coast paddling town. This is in the running. I'm on the north end of the island, so Topsail North. South of us is Surf City, south of that is Topsail. There's great paddling all along both sides, the ocean side and the sound side. There is a dedicated kayak launch point on the south end. This is really a fishing launch point, and it's interesting because they've got lots of parking for vehicles with trailers only, and a handful of places to park vehicles without, and it specifically says that you are only allowed to use this to put boats in the water. I count kayaks as boats. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so North Topsail Island does lose some points because between 9 and 5 at most of the beaches, you have to use an app and pay for parking. And 1 hour is $5, and I think 8 hours is $30. That's pretty expensive, and so they lose some points for that. Okay, so this hits my criteria for number 1, which is easy access to good paddling. 4 being the best, 1 being not so great. This is clearly a 4. Lots of access. Parking is a little sketchy here, but easy access. That's number 1. The other 3 criteria: good local seafood, easy boondocking, actually I think that's 4, and support from a local paddle shop. Let's go find those. So this trip out to the coast, I'm with 2 friends, Johnny and Terry, who are friends first and students second, and they have not paddled in the ocean. So our goal this week, or this weekend, is to get experience paddling in currents, and if we can, paddle out through the Topsail Inlet into the Atlantic Ocean where they haven't paddled. It should be super fun. So these shorelines on the barrier islands, these shorelines on the barrier islands are very twisty turny with marshes, and it can get very confusing as to where you are and where you're going, and not things that look like they're going to connect don't always connect, and stuff like that. So you got to keep an eye on where you are. So I will be constantly looking behind me, finding landmarks.
No wind on this side.
No wind on this side. A little from behind us, but not much. Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? Are these oysters? Rock and roll. How you doing, man?
Great, how are you?
Good. Thanks for harvesting something that I like to eat. Super cool.
Yeah.
We have failed on paddle shop support. About the closest we get to paddle shops in on the barrier islands of North Carolina, at least this barrier island, is rental places like this. And I think it's super cool that you can just show up and rent a kayak. Krista at Paddle NC was super helpful getting us out on the water. She let us launch from the spot where she launches. She was super friendly. I'm sure if you're in the area, you can paddle here without an issue. This was a really great, really easy access to the sound side, what I call the sound side. It's really the Intracoastal Waterway. So it was super beautiful. It was really fun. Great place to put in. And this is the southern end of North Topsail. We're not quite at Surf City yet, so check that spot out. So here's the beauty of barrier islands like Topsail or the Outer Banks, right? So over here is the sound side. That's actually the Intracoastal Waterway. But if we spin again 180 degrees, I've done this in other videos, that's the ocean right there. The other thing I'll point out is here on Topsail Island, that parking over there is paid. This parking that I'm in right now is free. So there is some free parking, but it's harder to find. Okay, on the boondocking front, there is none. There are 2 overpacked RV parks, and the Confederate flag does not make it too inviting. I have seen a couple of vans parked in random parking lots. I don't know if it's people boondocking or hiding, And there is a Walmart just off the island where there's probably overnight parking, but not great in terms of boondocking. So they get a 1 out of 4 on this one. Okay, so the real problem that we're having is that it's Memorial Day weekend? Labor Day weekend. Labor Day weekend, and we can't park anywhere, and there's limited places to put kayaks in. And so what we found is this little tiny beach and these stairs and free parking where no one else is. So we're gonna put in here, and this is one of the problems with being long paddlers or people that paddle long boats, is finding places to put in. And communities don't really make space for us. And so, but it's Labor Day weekend, and so the water is just crazy. The only thing with deciding that we're gonna go across means we have to get back. But I say we go for it. We just look for a break.
Like now?
Yeah, we got one boat coming in to the left. We've got a small boat to the right, but let's go. Let's stay very close together. He's gonna cut in front of us, which is illegal. So let's let him go. Straight into these waves. Boat traffic on the left, but we're already past it. Okay, so let's talk about current. Look at the trees in front of us.
Yeah, we're going this way.
Fast. So we're gonna make a right turn and head into it. And Terry, I was showing Johnny, if you want to see the current, look at what the water's doing right here.
Oh.
That's what's pushing us south. Look at how fast we're going.
Yeah.
Johnny, how fast we going?
4.4.
Wow.
Without paddling.
Wow.
So on the readily accessible local seafood, they're gonna get a 1. There are no like crab shacks, lobster rolls, none of that stuff here. Lots of burgers, lots of little divey bars, which I'm sure are really cute, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for fast, local, easy, accessible, good seafood. Okay, so Topsail Island gets a 4 for paddling, a 1 for easy local seafood, a 1 for boondocking, and a 1 for because there's no paddle shop. So a full score of 7. So great paddling, not much else. Beautiful beaches. Come on by. So that's our first entrant into the best paddling towns on the East Coast, mixed in with a little bit of ocean paddling, which I think I'll be doing more of in the coming weeks. Heading out to the Outer Banks in just about 2 weeks. If this worked for you, hit like, hit subscribe. You can support me by doing those 2 things, or buying a book on Amazon, or buying me a cup of coffee at Coffee. Links down below. Other than that, I'll see you outside.